Alright guys, we're making motor oil lime today. I already had the tails. I got to put them in like this. I make tails, guys, ahead of time. I got a cookie sheet back that's full of tails. That's what makes it speedier for me. I showed y'all in other videos how I shoot tails, if you've been with me. If you haven't been with me, well, go back a couple of weeks and watch one of the videos, and I'll show you how I make tails. Alright guys, I'm getting ready to do the motor oil part. When I get done making baits, I just pour it out on a cookie sheet. Yeah, then I pick it up and we use it. Now, I don't make it from new every time. I'll take and save it like this, and I cut it up in pieces like that, and I stuff it in a cup. I'm gonna throw it in the microwave. These are the pieces out of the stem, pieces out of the injector. You got to cut them up. You don't want to leave big pieces; they don't melt as easy. The smaller pieces you cut it in, the better it's going to melt, okay, and faster. All right. Now I'm going to throw that in the microwave, and we're going to heat that up, and we should have enough there when that's done to fill these couple molds. All right. So let me throw it in here, get that going. We're going to start it off in about 2 minutes. It'll probably take. I do a little bit at a time. Don't try to do it all at one time. That's how you burn it. If you get it too hot, a little bit over 400. It turns black like a burnt muffin in a biscuit. This turns, no, burnt muffin in a biscuit. Burnt biscuit in the oven. Woohoo! Y'all try to say that. And when you open that door and pull it out, it's just brown on top and it's junk. And it stinks. You got to run outside real quick and dump it. It destroys it. So go a little bit at a time till you get it where you want it. We need it at around 345 to 348 in the area so we can shoot it, so it'll melt those tails a little bit. Where it meets right here, see how it melts it just a little bit? That's part of it. It's all one bait. That's what we're after. Alright guys, let's see what we got here. Bam. Just stir it. Get some of the heat up in it. Alright. Look, when I shot the top of it, it said 330. When I stirred it, it said 343. That's why you got to stir it. It cools very fast when it's only 45 degrees outside. I got the door cracked because I got a fan sucking outside. I got a fan sucking above my head. It's sucking up. Topping them off. And I got a vent fan above my head built in. It's like you'd have in the bathroom. I made a thing that comes over top of my table, so it's sucking up. Got a big floor fan on my left that's sucking out the door. So the air is moving like this so I don't have to breathe it. I don't want to breathe that air. Alright? So, I don't get it very warm in here. I shot it around hall, guys. What y'all think it is in here? I'm going to shoot this wall. Wall says it's 66, so it's not bad. But I got a heater right here behind, underneath my feet. Alright, guys. Let's let this cool. We're going to open it. Alright, folks. Y'all want to see what we got? Now, I've done 2 of them in chartreuse. Because I didn't have but one set of lime tails. So I make tails ahead of time. I got 2 cookie sheets. I put my, y'all want to see something? I'll show you real fast. I put my baits on a cookie sheet like this. Okay? This is ocean black tail. That's black and chartreuse. And let them cool. Well, I do the tails the same way. And they need to lay straight for 24 hours. I take the tails, and after I make the tails, I lay them on the cookie sheet like this and let them cool a little bit. I've got chartreuse, pink, black, a couple blues there, but I didn't have but 1 lime. That's all I needed really for this video, because the video is about motor oil 5W30 with a lime tail, and right there it is. Bam. That's what it's about. Alright, aren't they pretty? I'm telling you what, guys, the lime tail is working really good on the baits, and the black tail. And that's probably 2 tail colors. Some of y'all probably thought, nah, chartreuse would be the best. Chartreuse is good. There's nothing wrong with chartreuse tail. The flamingo tail's working okay, but this lime and black has been it's just been surprising. I'll tell you, it's been hot. And this color right here, they just ate this up the other day. You will see in this video. All right, guys, we're doing numbers 1 through 400. I start at 10. I've done that because I used to start at 1. It'd give us number 1 or 2. Now, somebody did leave 1. I've seen somebody leave 8 before, a couple weeks ago. If you leave 8, we start at 10, and it gives us number 10, you're still under the number. You can't go over the number. See what I'm saying? And most of the time it gives us a number like 40 and up. Very seldom it gives us a low number, and it could give us any number, from 10 to 400. But I'm just saying, for y'all been playing a while, you know what I'm saying. It's going to give us a number most of the time between 20 and 400 in it. All right, guys, leave your number on Sunday's video. I load on Sundays. Wednesday after 5 o'clock sometime, usually around 5, quarter to 5, I get set up and I make the winner's video and load it on Thursday. I will be doing live one of these days, okay? So, don't leave a number 2 weeks later. Look at the age of the video. It's got a date on it. If it's been over a week, it's too late, okay? I got people leaving numbers, guys, 2 or 3 months down the road. That's right. Watch this part right here and you'll understand, okay? It also tells us, I've said this many times, it tells us in the studio watch time. Most reporter catches are 20 minutes that long in that area. Watch time is 6 minutes. That's why people are leaving numbers weeks after us and everything else. They're not watching the whole video. They're watching a little bit, skipping, hitting head, skipping ahead, and they're not getting the variable information. All right, guys. Wednesdays and Fridays are fun videos. Sunday's Porter Catch, draw on Wednesday. Appreciate y'all, guys. 1 guest per subscriber, too, guys. Don't leave but 1 number under your name. If you leave 2 or 3 numbers, I'm just going to delete it. I'm just going to delete your guess. I'm sorry. That means you didn't pay attention to the first part. And I've been saying that for 3 years. I've been doing this. 2.5 actually. 1 number per subscriber. It's a subscriber giveaway. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see y'all on the winner's video. Hope you enjoy the fish catching after this. This is a good way for me to introduce y'all to new colors and new tail colors. They would be under a section called In January. Just talked to my son this morning. We talked. He called, we talked. He's got a lot going on right now. He's rebuilding his computer. He built his own computer. He works on computers. Let me say this different. He's a graphic designer. He designs things on computers. But he built his own computer. And he ordered a bunch of new parts, and he's rebuilding the computer because he wants to make a faster one. All right? So he said it's going to be another week before he gets going, we can start doing stuff. He works every day, and he plays in a bluegrass band some on weekends and stuff. He plays at the church on Sundays. So he has church practice every week in the church group. So, yeah, he's a busy young man. So he's going to start working on them. He's going to get them tomorrow. I'm sending these to him tomorrow, one of each color, so he can get the pictures of them, that type of thing. So he will get to it. We're shooting for the 1st of January sometime, the first week of January. Hopefully, we'll have them on, okay? Appreciate y'all, guys. Hope y'all enjoy the video afterwards. See ya. Bam. All right, guys. First blood today. Just got out here. It's a nice, cool day. It's 40 degrees. Yeah. Now, for some of y'all up north, I know that's not a cold day. Here in the south, it's a cool day. It's supposed to be 25 tonight. It was 27 this morning. So we're going through a little bit of, actually it's a cold front for us. It's supposed to be, after tonight, calling for rain tonight. You can see how cloudy it is. Calling for rain tonight, 100% chance tonight, tomorrow. Clearing Friday, high 52. So I'll get back out Friday, and then Saturday, it's supposed to be nice. And then I'm going to work next week. I got a paint job I've been trying to do outside. And it's going to be nice enough Monday and Tuesday to get it done. And that'll be my last job for this year. There you go, guys. Motor oil lime tail. All right. I've named some of these colors. Some of them I haven't. And I'm still trying to remember the names. Yeah, go ahead and laugh at me. I got 47 colors right now, colors and combos. I'm adding 18 new ones. So I'm trying to remember the names of the 18 new ones. All right. And don't get me wrong. I think this one's called oil change, because it's made from motor oil. One of them is because you got dipstick, right? We got 5W30 for the cricket. Then we got dipstick for the Mex color. Then I got one with a chartreuse tail. All right. And I can't remember the names of them. But anyway, y'all look online. You'll find it later on. I don't want to get you confused, but it'll be in the title of the video. All right. This is Support a Catch. I made these yesterday, and I got to think about thing riding out here. Nice cool ride too. But guys, I live in that, y'all can't tell, see cars crossing that road up there. I live in that subdivision behind that car. So I don't travel too far when it's cold. I don't think I'm a mile from my house, guys. So anyway, still a cool ride when it's like this for us southern boys. I was raised in the mountains, guys. They're supposed to get a chance of snow tomorrow, so I'm used to being around snow. When I moved south 22 years ago, I moved to this lake. And man, I'm glad I'm not around snow all the time. Hey, enough of that. Let's see if we can catch a few more fish. Next cast. I tell you what, y'all gonna hear that in quite a few videos coming up. This motor oil color has just been a charm. I'm telling you, that's a baby. And a couple other colors I come out with are great. Somebody made a comment. I just read the comments before I left my house. I had to run to town this morning, guys. So while I was in town, I got some groceries. Wow. And so we have something to eat the next few days. My wife's coming home today. She went to, I told y'all in the video the other day. I can't remember now. Anyway, she went to visit my son. So overnight and do a couple things up in that area. He lives outside of Richmond, about an hour and 45 minutes away. So she texted me a while ago. She's on her way home. So I thought I'd get a couple of groceries so we have something to fix for supper, and maybe we'll be raining tomorrow where we'll be able to cook around the house while I'm working the shop. We'll be able to fix something to eat, and y'all know how it is. So I do a lot of shopping. I don't mind doing it. I got time to do it. I do it, and I've always done it. Look right here. This is what I'm throwing at. All right, guys, the two I showed you, one of them rolled up and grabbed it, smacked at it. He didn't take it like he was going to take it home with him. He just smacked at it. Now this fish right here came from the bottom, rolled up and grabbed it, and look, he took it home with him. That's the difference. Sometimes you get a bump, the difference between a bump and a bite. This one decided he's going to eat it. The other one bumped at it and went on. All right, all that makes a difference, doesn't it? All right. Not even big. All right, guys. What I'm probably going to do is quit showing you all the small fish, and if there ain't any size to them, I'm not going to show them to you. I'm catching fish almost every cast, every other cast. Those came from right there. See that little spot right there? It's got a couple little fish on it. See him going back just now. I don't know if y'all caught that. That marker went back. That was when I just threw back. He went right back to the bottom. But I'm spinning my handle here, so we'll knife up my spot. I got my spot lock on. I'm just sitting here looking around. I had somebody ask me this just the other day. Why do I have a pole instead of having it on my trolling motor? That's why. You see that? See how that trolling motor's moving? I'd be looking that way now. I can't control where I'm looking. Now you can get a attachment to hook to your trolling motor that works separate, okay? Where you can work your transducer separate, but it's very expensive. This setup here is about $300 when I got it. I don't know if it's how much it's changed. I know molds went up. I was looking last night online. I think I'm gonna get one more of the LC Shad mold. I have 4, because that's the bait that's selling. I mean, everybody's buying those. The sales and the stingers and some of those have dropped. So, hey, I'm gonna sell y'all what you want. And I don't blame you. LC Shad's a great bait. But the price of the molds has went up. I'll be back with y'all in about a half an hour. I seen a big fish, and I said, I don't think that's a crappie. And when I got the bait close to him and he rose up off the bottom, I said, no, that's not a crappie. And I tried to get it away from him, and he hit it. If I get lucky, it could be a bass, but I think it's a big catfish. Right there he is, the fish I'm fighting. Alright, guys. Try to give me where y'all can see him before he breaks my line. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh. I don't want him to feather bait. There you go. What y'all think? 25 pounds? 21, 22 pounds and 14 ounces. I had a hard time seeing the scale, guys. I'm trying to hold the fish up too. All right, I'm gonna let him go. 4-pound test, guys. Hey, Jesse, that's the line you sent me. That's the Cast King 4-pound test. Gosh, he's a hog. Donnie, that'd be supper for you for a couple nights, wouldn't it? All right, guys, we're gonna go after these right here. If I'm breathing hard, I just got done fighting that catfish I showed y'all. Took me 17 to 18 minutes. I looked at my clock here to get him in. I'll tell you one thing, the fish is running from my bait here now. The group of fish I just showed you, they're not paying any, they're moving away from my bait. There's one paying attention to it. I'll stand a little closer. One is. These are moving out of the way, look at them. They're going like, nah. You know, I mentioned that last night, talking to somebody. I said, not all the fish are interested in your bait. Some will actually move out of the way. And I said it in the video I made, the last video I made too. I was editing last night. When I said, you watch a dog when a bee comes around. Y'all got dogs? That dog knows what a bee is, doesn't he? He'll get out of the way of that bee, won't he? Sometimes these fish done caught on. Sometimes if you've been caught a few times, or you caught a few out of school, they don't know it's a jig. They don't know you're up there with a hook. They know it's danger. It's like a dog knows a bee's danger. He don't know it's a bee. He just knows it's something that can hurt him, doesn't he? See, they're all gone. They went on. I'll see if I can find them. They're gone. They seen that jig. I was going to do a live action for y'all. I told you sometimes they get out of the way. Woo! All right, guys. I found them. They was on this side, running. I threw ahead of them. They turned around and came back toward me. 2 or 3 came into sight. I don't know where they came from. And this one just rolled up and grabbed it. If they're not feeding, if they're not interested, you can't make them interested. You know? You got to find someone that's interested. That school's probably moving, relocating. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize he was that big. There you go. That's motor oil, lime tail. So I think I'm calling it oil change, but we'll look. I'll put it in the title. Like I told you guys, I got 18 new colors. I'm trying to remember the names. All right, guys, I'm out here 60 feet. See these scattered ones? I threw 60 feet out there. I don't see my bait, but I should be on the bottom. I'm gonna pop it up like that one time. Now I'm gonna start it. That's why I'm using a heavier weight. I can throw further. I can cover more ground. Not all of them are interested. And the further I keep them from me, the easier are to catch. If I get them within 25 feet, 30 feet of the boat, they get harder to catch. When they're out there that far, they don't know I'm even around. I got a bunch of them following me. Like I say, you just got to find one that's really interested. A bunch of them will follow you. All right, one of them decided to grab it. They were following it, and one of them just swung up and said, down, let's eat that thing before it gets away from us. And when they're that far out, they look like pretty decent fish. I never can tell till I get them in. They look like a pretty decent size. Yeah, he is. I didn't figure he was a 12-incher, but he's a 10. Good eating size. Like I said, I just went to the grocery store today, so I might go keep any today. I keep saying that. One of these days, I'm going to surprise y'all. I'm saying, guys, I'm putting them in the live well. I'm eating them. I bought some fresh meats and stuff I need to eat up. So, they used me to keep them. I'm not going to freeze them. I don't put fish in the freezer. If y'all do, that's fine. Because we don't put meats in the freezer. We don't have any frozen meat in our freezer. We buy meat, we eat it, we buy it fresh and eat it fresh. I don't know. I just think it tastes better. I enjoy it more. So, we don't freeze fish either. Now, I'm going to throw, after I get untangled from my own rod, I'm going to throw back out there. See the couple right there? All right, guys, just trying to find some bigger fish. I'm running around here in circles. I'm trolling butter, just watching. I've seen a lot of fish, a lot of white perch. A lot of white perch today. I've caught quite a few white perch, and if I can tell the white perch, I reel back in. I told you how I can tell it. They're all raised up off the bottom like 6 or 8 at one time and start chasing your bait. Crappie don't do that. Like this school here, I threw this handful of crappie, and this one raised up and grabbed it. That was it. The rest of them stayed where they were. That's what crappie usually do. All right, guys, I've caught some I haven't showed y'all because they're small, and I caught some white perch. This one seems to be a little bit bigger. Yeah. I'm not showing you all the fish. I am catching a few. When y'all look at the clock on that thing, you go like, because I just looked at it, I went, gosh, it's been 20 minutes since I caught that catfish. I've caught about 4 in that period of time. They're not easy to catch. I know y'all seeing one after another going, damn, you know, daggone it, Dennis is just slaying them. He's a nice one. And there are times they are. When you hear me say next cast, or guys, I caught 3 in a row, I'm letting you know I'm catching one every cast. But I'm catching one but every 5 casts right now, and I'm seeing a lot of fish. But I'm looking right here now. Y'all can see. See, there's some right here. Let's put it on out there a little further. There's some right there, 55 feet. A lot of them are white perch. There's a nice fish there at 60. Now I'm gonna pull up and see what he is. Here's another one right here, at 35. Bam. This ain't bad. He ain't no monster. Not catching a lot of big fish today, guys. First one I caught was nice, wasn't it? But, you know, and I was out here 3 days ago. Let's see. And I caught a lot of 11, 12-inch fish. That's the way it goes. That's why they call it fishing, I reckon, don't they? We can't control what we're catching sometimes. The bigger fish today are hard to find. Now, we have these cold spells. It was 27 this morning. It was 20, 27, 28 last couple nights. It's 40 degrees today. It's only been like 40, 42. And you see it's cloudy, calling for rain the next 2 days. All that makes a difference. This is not a perfect day to be fishing. Why am I out here? Because I had time. Number 2, I don't live far up road, guys. I can see the subdivision that I live in. Sometimes you can't pick what size they are. I said this in the last clip. My battery died 2 clips back or so. I said, why am I here today on a 40 degree day? I said first because I have time. And I think I said because the wind ain't blowing and the camera went doo-doo, cut off. So I don't know if I'll have that or not, but the wind's not blowing. Yesterday, the wind blew all day hard, and I worked in the shop all day. I've made a bunch of baits yesterday. There you go, guys. All right, I finally got one of the bigger fish to hit. It was 3 together. A bunch of little ones were chasing me. I was trying to get it away from the little ones. This one came off the bottom. He looked bigger. Yeah, he's a little nicer. So it's hard to tell sometimes. You got that scope on 60 feet out there, and they're 45, 50 feet from the boat. He's a decent fish. I know he was bigger than some of the ones he was with. Oh yeah. He's 11-inch fish. There you go, guys. All right, I'm going in, guys. I'm gonna catch one more to close out, and I'm gonna go in because I just been around trying to catch some bigger fish. I've caught a bunch of small ones. Well, I caught a bunch 8 to 10.5-inch ones in this video, and that's a couple decent ones. I said I was out here the other day, and I caught a lot of nice fish. Bam. All right, guys. I've been running around here for a while. Like I said, I'm seeing a lot of small fish, and I take it away from them. And I've seen these 2 fish that look pretty decent, so I let this one follow me, and he nailed it. But I don't know how many I've caught. I lose count sometimes of how many I'm putting on video. When I get home, sometimes I have more than I can use. Sometimes I go like, I wish I had one more. Because a lot of the small ones I don't use all the time. Like I said, if I'm saying something in that clip that I like, then I'll go ahead and use it. That's what it's about too. I mean, you know, it ain't all just about the size of the fish. So, there you go. Look, guys. This is a porta catch. This is called, it's motor oil with a lime tail. The lime tail and the black tails are going to surprise you. We all think of chartreuse or even pink is a far tail, right? The old school guys, we used to use pink worms with a pink tail. Purple worms and black worms with, we call it the far tails, but it was just a hot pink. But motor oil is a sleeper, guys. It's a good color for crappie. As I said in the shop part, put your number down 1 through 400. I start at 10. Been doing that for a year or so. Somebody called me a while back. Did I've been doing it? Yeah, I've been doing it for a long time. Because when I was starting at 1, a couple times it gave us 2 or gave us 4. Yeah. And you can't go over the number. Yeah, that's right. So that's why I started 10. And you still can put down 7 or 8. It could give us 10 or give us 12, right? Draw on Wednesday nights. Videos loaded on Sunday. Draw Wednesday night. After Wednesday, don't leave a number. It won't do you any good. All right, because we do it every week. Wednesday, Fridays, fun videos. 1 guest per subscriber. You must be subscribed. I'm trying to build a YouTube channel by giving baits away, guys. Appreciate y'all, guys. I get nothing but good comments, and I appreciate that. Dennis, Fish Lake Country. See you next time.